Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Alex and this is Gingerhead & Co, my sewing vlog. Today I'm going to show you all my cardigans from Tilly and Button's newest book, Make It Simple, this book. And you know the first cardigan, the one that I'm wearing, because I was talking about this cardigan when I was talking about the book. So you know this one. I said that it was very likely to be my favorite cardigan pattern, and I was absolutely right, because since then I made 3 more and I'm going to show you all of them. I wear cardigans a lot. The cardigans are, well, pretty much the same because it's the same pattern. And this is the first one, the first of the new ones, so the second that I've made. Well, the pattern is perfect because it's loose enough in some places, like the body is quite loose and you've got a lot of space here in the shoulders, but it's quite cuddly because of the cuffs and because of the band at the bottom. I'll put some photos, or maybe I'll do some twirls in my little garden to show you the cardigans better. So the first one is in thick jersey, so it's this thick knit with the houndstooth pattern, or as I call them, Batmans, because they look a bit like Batmans, don't they? So for me they're Batmans or Batcats or whatever. So because cardigans are pretty much my uniform, they go well with plenty of my outfits because I wear dresses for work. So I don't have a uniform at work, but I very often wear dresses, and I've got a smart jacket or 2 smart jackets at work that are my emergency jackets. If I forget that I'm going to see someone, or if I see someone and I didn't know about that, then I've got something to put over my colourful dresses. I don't wear my most outrageous things to work. But okay, so the first cardigan is made in a thick jersey, and it's warmer than the first one, definitely warmer. And I added snaps. It's probably because I've got the hand press that I like so much. So I add snaps and rivets and eyelets to everything. So there are snaps here. I don't think I'm going to do it up because I generally wear cardigans that more like shrugs. I want my dress or whatever top I'm wearing to be visible. I don't think I'm getting warmer when I do that. But well, they're perfectly functioning snaps. I interfaced the band up to that place. That's why I didn't put another snap, and probably there should be another snap here. But I thought I wouldn't need that. I hadn't interfaced anything further up, so the snaps wouldn't probably last very long. The last snap wouldn't last very long if I had added it. That's how it looks when it's done up to here, like that, to the bottom. I interfaced the band, but also I added cotton tape because I wanted to make it stronger, and that part of the band definitely doesn't need any stretchiness. So this fabric is not very stretchy. It's stretchy enough, but not very stretchy. And I know this cardigan doesn't go with my dress. This dress is my very, very changed pattern. There was something Kiki dress, it was called. It was a jersey dress pattern with long sleeves and different. I changed this pattern a lot, but that was a free pattern with Love Sewing magazine, and that's what I'm wearing. But I have changed it a lot, and I added the piping here because I've got blue flowers, so I thought blue piping, why not? Something extra. I have to stop adding extras and my comments. Cardigan number 3, so the second new one that you haven't seen yet, now you see it, is navy blue, and I love it. But this fabric, that's been heat modified, right? So it's stretchy just a little bit, and in one direction, selvage to selvage, so it's not stretching the other direction. But also because the fabric modification, it didn't cut or it didn't sew that nicely. I mean, there is no way 2 layers of this fabric are ever going to be even. So that was a bit of a torture. I didn't have that much of this fabric. I mean, I've got some left, but it wouldn't be enough for another cardigan. I had to be very careful while cutting out. Also, because of the modification, the fabric doesn't stretch the same in all the places. So some places don't stretch at all. That is also a challenge. But I love it. I love the result. So it was worth it. And it wasn't that difficult. It was more difficult than just an ordinary jersey fabric, let's say. But it wasn't that difficult. I didn't make pockets. I was wondering whether I wanted the pockets, but I'm going to mainly wear these cardigans for work. I'm not too keen on having pockets or too many pockets in my work clothes, because I put things in my pockets and then I talk to someone and I reach to my pocket to get a pen out, and I produce some poo bags because I have poo bags everywhere, loads of dog treats and tissues and snacks and everything else. Mobile phones, I put my mobile phones in, I've got 3 in my pockets, and then one rings and I can't find it, and in my bag it's easier because I can see which one is flashing. Okay, so I didn't make the pockets. Why this long explanation? I just didn't want pockets, so I didn't make pockets, but I want to make a version with pockets because the pockets that Tilly suggests are really nice and very big. So, but maybe for more casual version. I mean, they are casual, but they are sort of casual still for work. Right? So I love this. I suppose because it's heat modified, I suppose it's polyester. I got this fabric when I was traveling, so it's either from Poland or from Germany, I don't remember. I like it, but I suppose it's polyester, so we'll see the sweatiness level. We'll see how comfortable it is to wear. I haven't worn this one to work yet. They are all fairly new, so we'll test it. I'll inform you if you're interested. Number 4, and probably my favorite, is it's made of jersey that is bonded mesh and gold and sparkly fabric on it with cutouts like that. So the black thing here, that's the mesh and that's the jersey. It is stretchy. It's not very thick. Again, because sewing through the layers, that was a challenge, and the fabric, because it's lightweight, it rolled, which I absolutely hate. And I do that. My machine, well, I construct everything on the overlocker, like all my jerseys, or most of my jerseys. 99% of my jerseys are constructed on my overlocker, but it's got this safety feature, so I can sort of hold it with my finger there. But still, it doesn't look pleasant when I do that, because, and well, I don't like when fabric rolls, but sometimes they do. So, well, what can you do? You just have to live with it. And cutting out was kind of challenging. Sewing was kind of challenging, but I'm so in love with this fabric. I don't think it looks as nice in photos or in video as in real life, like seriously, because it's got a bit of a sparkle, and the sparkle doesn't come through at all in any of my photos, because I took some photos at work and they weren't that great. Well, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I made it thinking that it was going to be a present for my sister. I don't know. I mean, I can give it to her, but I've already worn it. So if she wants it, it's hers. Or if she wants any of my cardigans, it's hers, but they won't be new. She doesn't really mind. Sometimes she takes the clothes that have been worn by me, because she's my sister. She's actually my older sister, so I don't think I had any hand-me-downs. She is substantially older. She's going to kill me. There is a bit too much of an age difference between us, so I couldn't really other children would get her clothes and I would probably get something that my mum made. I don't think I had many hand-me-downs. I don't remember any. I love the pattern. Well, if you like the shape, the sewing is very nice because there is nothing complicated as long as you remember that this is raglan, and you need to remember that like front sleeve, back sleeve, front, not sleeve and something, because the shape of the pieces in raglan jumpers or raglan cardigans is very similar, so it's very easy to make the mistake that I made in my toaster sweater when I got into the sleeve and I thought the jumper was supposed to be really roomy and it's really tight because I was wearing a sleeve with very floppy sleeves that was front and back. I call myself stupid because I did that, but it's not a difficult mistake to make, really. So if you remember about that, the rule that the sleeves shouldn't be together, there is the back, the front, and 2 sleeves, and you need to remember to match them properly. Nothing else is a challenge, really. Even sewing it with difficult fabric wasn't a challenge and was pretty quick. All the measurements are, I think, perfect, as it usually is with Tilly's patterns. So everything goes in, like the bands, the cuffs, everything goes in perfectly. Obviously, if you use fabric that is really stretchy or not stretchy at all, you would have to modify your cuffs, for example, a bit. I don't think it took me long. I think it takes me about an hour, but I don't think I can make it in under an hour with cutting out. I'm not a fast cutter. I take my time when I cut out all my things because that's the place where I make the most mistakes, like I go off the grain or something and it can damage the garments. They might be very simple cardigans and I get excited about a simple cardigan, but I could probably write a book in praise of ordinary or in praise of simple. I like simple things, I like wearing them and they get a lot of wear, so I do get excited about simple makes. Like, there is nothing wrong with being ambitious, but I suppose we've got too much ambition and it sometimes drives us to this self-torment, and if we can't achieve a lot more than others, we tend to self-torture. We tend to beat ourselves up because we are not making something that is elaborate or sophisticated or ostentatious, and other people are not going to admire us. I don't really need other people's admiration. I mean, it's very nice and very flattering when people like whatever I make or whoever I am, but I've got people in my life who love me and they love me, and that's kind of full stop. I don't need a lot of people to love me because I'm still shocked that anybody does, but that's pretty much enough. I know that whatever I do, I don't have to be, even if the world judges me, I'm not going to be judged by the people who really love me. And it's nice to do something simple, and it's nice to be ordinary at times, you know? Not everybody needs to be super special and super extraordinary. I like ordinary makes, and these ordinary makes are absolutely fantastic in my world. Have you made any? If you have, let me know. I'm not sure. I think that the pattern is going to be popular. I've seen quite a few versions on Instagram that I really liked, so I think people like it, or some people like it, so it's not only me. It's good to be in a group. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.